Welcome back. Today we're going to look at the properties of building and tearing down and how to make that work with the tools that are currently in your inventory. So if you look at the right hand side, I've got this what looks like a, well, you can't tell, but it's an arm that's just sitting there on the bottom right hand side, and it's there ready to break things down. And if I click with my mouse, as you can see right here, that arm swings as I'm clicking with my mouse, and it's breaking whatever is within its range. And the thing about it is, in normal Minecraft, you can only go so far. Like I can't get beyond that. It doesn't. I have to get closer. I have to use that W key, if you remember, to get closer. And you notice how, as I hover over different spots, it highlights them. That means that's the space that I'm aiming at right now. Okay, so I can just go through, and you use this idea of breaking things down if, for example, you need to create a house on a flat surface and you just need to clear away some areas to be able to build. And so I'm going to come here and just kind of just clean this out a little bit. Okay. In this video, we won't build the whole house, but I'll at least give you the idea of what it's like to um, tear down a certain area of land and then build up on it. Okay. The other thing that you'll notice, so I've got a fairly flat surface here now, and the other thing that you'll see is at the bottom of the screen there are these 9 squares that are currently empty, meaning that I have nothing stored in my tray of tools at this point. But I can bring up the inventory, and the way you bring up the inventory is you tap on your E key, and your E key brings up your current inventory. Now, right now, we are in what's called creative mode. And in creative mode, that means that you aren't having to go find this stuff yourself. The other mode that you can play is survival. And in survival mode, your inventory is empty. And you have to go get this stuff. You have to chop down trees. You have to dig for or mine for cobblestone and gravel and things like that. But for right now, we just have a full inventory. And as you can see, as I click on these tabs, each one has a certain set, and they're labeled. If you just hover over them, you can see that these are building blocks, decoration blocks, food stuff, tools, etc. And so what I'm going to do to start building is I'm just going to bring a bit of material down, and let's say that I want to build out of, I don't know, spruce. So I can click on that spruce block, and I can click down here. These empty spots here represent my open, ready tool set, okay, or what materials I can bring in. I know that I'm going to want glass for my windows, and I at some point probably will need a door. I'm trying to remember, there it is, wooden door. Okay, and I'll just start with just those three for now. I tap my E key one more time. That takes me out of the inventory. And now you'll notice that at the bottom, I've got three different materials with which to work. I've got the spruce wood, I've got the glass, and I've got the door. And another sort of tip for you is if you click on the number keys on your keyboard, if I click on 1, 2, and 3, I can quickly choose my different material set. So right now I'm going to click on 1 to start building some wood planks. Oh, I'm sorry, these are spruce. So in order to place these down, remember that if I just click, I'm going to be digging instead of placing. So in order to place, I can do one of two things. I can hold my control key down on my keyboard, and when I click my mouse, it places a block instead. If you see that. Or I can right click with my mouse. So now I'm not even holding my um, key down, I'm just clicking with the right mouse button, the opposite mouse button. And I'm placing these things down. And you can start building on top, like that. And I'm just pointing at the area where I want it to go, if you can see that. Okay, and rather quickly, I can start building my house. And again, with the unlimited inventory in creative mode, what's really great, I'm going to take that one out for a second, you'll see why. What's really great about this is that I can keep building and building. I don't have a limit to my resources. When you're in survival mode and you have to go get this stuff, you have to forage for it. So you only get as much as you're going to You can only build with as much as you're going to go get. So I'm going to take, I think I'll take these two out here, these three, and I'm going to hit my 2 key, and now I'm going to place some windows. Okay, and then in this spot here, I'm going to hit my 3 key, and I'm going to place a door. So rather quickly now, I've got the makings of a home without a roof, of course. But I'm going to double tap my space bar, and just take a look from above, and I could continue building from here on out if I'd like to. Okay, hit my shift key to come back down. And to open a door, again, same thing. I can just right click it, or I can control click, and it opens and closes the door. If I just click on it like that, it's going to destroy the door. So right click allows me to get out, and I can take a look at my house. Okay, that's all for now.